Hello there, this is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? So this book, I've got an interesting sort of history with it. This, I just bought it randomly one day, back when I started the channel, like 4 years ago. On Amazon. It was quite cheap, and I just wanted somewhere to look at some flags and have some facts and have some maps. And I did a casual video with it back when I had like maybe 1,000 subscribers or something. And this was my first video to go viral. And the main reason this video went viral is because this book is riddled with mistakes. So we're going to look at it today. But I am not promoting any of the facts as they are presented in this book as real. We're kind of looking at it in a sort of spot the mistakes, okay? So if you want to spot them and put them in the comment section, please do. But please don't say that I'm like endorsing the material that's in this book, because I find it quite surprising, shocking, and controversial at times, and I'm not in any way promoting it. One of the reasons I've not done videos with this book for like 4 years is for that very reason. But I thought it could be an opportunity to learn, and, you know, false information and stuff like that. How you can just pick something up off the internet, buy a book that's on Amazon, and believe everything it says, and it's wrong. Let's take a look at the cover. How many of you have spotted the errors on the cover in the time that I've been talking? So it says all countries, capitals and flags of the world. It does have all of the countries in the British Isles and Ireland here, which for me was a buying point. You know, I wanted to buy this book because I thought, oh, it doesn't just have the flag of Great Britain, it's got the flag of Wales as well. That's cool. This, I don't even know what this flag is. I think it might have been used as the Belarus, ironically, because Belarus is next to it. I think this might have been the Belarusian flag during the Soviet Union. And then you got this flag, which was the flag of the Republic of Georgia, like when I was a kid, like 20 years ago, 25 years ago. So that is another weird flag that's on this cover. Some of the countries, even I am not sure of. This one, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be Cambodia. No, it's not Cambodia, surely. I've never seen this flag before. I think it might be wrong. Answers in the comment section. I think Sri Lanka's is also incorrect in terms of, it's like, I think it's because it's not actually a rectangle. They couldn't fit it in properly. What else? I don't know what this country is. I've never seen it before in my life. And I'm not sure. I think this one is a flag, but I don't know what country it is. So that's fun. Just some made-up flags. Oh, this one. What the heck is this one? I mean, some of the flags, I appreciate, are probably Pacific Islands or Caribbean islands that I'm not familiar with, but... And what's that? Is this supposed to be... No, that's Liberia. Is this supposed to be Malaysia, but they forgot? I don't know. It's weird. Oh, it's the United States. No, it can't be the United States, but they've cut off a bit. So I don't know. So this, even the cover's a little bit of a mess. Oh look, there's Cambodia. So what is this? Maybe we'll find out, maybe we won't. Okay, so let's have a quick look, see if there's any errors. They do have the flag of Greenland on Greenland, which is okay. It is technically part of Denmark. Just checking, they've got Ireland and Cote d'Ivoire the right way around. Yes, they have, that's fine. Libya's flag's changed a couple of times, so I'll leave them off, as has Afghanistan's. Ah, South Sudan does exist at the point of this book. Interesting. South America looks okay to me, just looking at these three. Suriname's correct, Guyana, and technically, I suppose it does have its own flag, but that's France. Cuba's fine. These countries seem okay. They seem okay. These ones too small. Indonesia, Australia, New Zealand, China, Mongolia, Japan, Korea, North Korea, Myanmar, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Algeria. Ah, yeah, I think that's another reason. So, within Morocco, this area here is, even if I mention it on a video, I get like several comments. So this is called South Sahara, and there's a dispute over who it belongs to and whether it's his own country or whether it belongs to Morocco. Morocco claim it. So I'm going to get hell in the comments for saying that, but yeah, that's the flag of the country of South Sahara, which to a Moroccan does not exist. It's Morocco. Anything else? Chad is there. Got to check in on Chad. Greece, Bulgaria, Ukraine. Okay, so interesting. In this particular map, Ukraine has Crimea, but later on we'll see some very weird issues when it comes to Europe, which was one of the reasons the video kind of went viral in the first place. So we'll talk about that later. Portugal, Spain, France, Italy. Let's see if they've mislabeled Corsica. Okay. So North America, I think, off the top of my head, is fine. It's just got a lot of the Caribbean islands and Central American countries like El Salvador, Guatemala. It's got the United States there. You can see Mexico, Canada. I don't know why Canada's flag is like, why is it cut off? I don't think it's... Is it always that thin? I don't know. Strange. Okay. So North America, this flag here. Oh, it does actually say Denmark there. Okay, cool. And then it's got Bermuda, Bahamas. It's got the United States of America, including Alaska. Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico is there. Half expecting Puerto Rico to be red as part of the United States of America, but then also it's kind of not. So, but there are some inconsistencies. Pick a side. So there's got all the South American countries all here now, including Suriname, Guyana, but French Guiana. So this is what I said, right? So on that previous map we saw this coloured flag, and I said, oh well, technically it's France. So this is not official. And then there's a historical flag, so it does give you quite a lot of info, so that's quite good. So French Guiana, part of France, overseas department and regions of France. Capital is Cayenne, area is 83,534 kilometers squared, population just over 300,000, and the official flag is the flag of France. So that's all correct so far. And there's a map of South America. I know for a fact that there is a border dispute between Venezuela and Guyana, so I don't know, I can't remember off the top of my head what that represents. I think Venezuela might claim this area here, I'm not sure. Before we go to Europe, actually, I just want to mention something I usually stay well clear of, because it triggers my Argentinian subscribers. That this is here, the Falkland Islands, UK, which, from personal experience, whenever I mention or have a map with them on, I usually get quite a few comments from the Argentinians that watch my videos. Saludos a Argentina. So yeah, that is a little bit of a trigger. Although the war between the UK and Argentina that happened over the Falkland Islands happened in 1982, which is when when I was born, so I was not aware of it. Okay, and now things start to get serious. So now we're in Europe, and this is why I think that this book is the most controversial book that I own, and started, well, the comment section alone basically started this video that I did, which was quite short at the time, for the video to go viral. So everything looks kind of normal at the second. So we've got Albania, Andorra, Austria, Belarus with the correct flag, Belgium, Bosnia. Bosnia's flag doesn't kind of work in a rectangle. I think this bit usually is like cut off. Bulgaria, Croatia, Czechia, who renamed themselves, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, and Germany. So we're all okay so far. Then we have Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Ireland. Technically the Republic of Ireland, I think, is the formal name. Italy, Latvia, Liechtenstein, Lithuania, Luxembourg, North Macedonia. So they have got North Macedonia as the name. So it was after the renaming of this country. Malta, Moldova, Monaco is actually on here, because they've remembered Monaco. Montenegro. Then we've got the Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Russia. San Marino, they've not forgotten about. Serbia, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, Ukraine. They've spelt Ukraine correctly, sorry, Kiev correctly, but they put it in brackets as well, which we subsequently found out that we don't, this is the official term only. The UK and Vatican, which I think is actually called the Vatican City officially. Oh, is it? Is the Vatican City the capital of the Vatican? I think it's the Vatican City. I've never seen it written Vatican. Okay, you ready? And then this page caused absolute uproar. Okay, let's just take a breath. So I know this is an ASMR video, but for some of us this is going to be super triggering, and I apologise, but I did put it in the title. Unrecognized states and states with limited recognition. So we've got Kosovo, which obviously all of Serbia, whenever I mention Kosovo, I get a certain comment, so I will get lots of those in this video. So Kosovo, capital Pristina, recognized by 111 UN members, territory Serbian. So that's interesting, they put territory Serbian there. It is recognized by 111 UN members, not by a couple of key ones, Spain being one of the ones that do not recognize it, as well as Russia. And it is located here, so they haven't even put it on the map. So it's around this area here between North Macedonia, Albania and Montenegro. Okay. Next up is Transnistria. The capital is Tiraspol and the territory is Moldova. This one's a bit easier to explain. So Transnistria is the river, so trans is like over the river, so it's literally a country so small it runs alongside the river, and they think that they're part of the like Soviet Union, as the flag suggests, and they say that they're a separate country. My friend actually went there and he had to bribe the border guards to get in, because they all wear like old Soviet uniforms and everything, like this, like sort of lost in time. It's a very odd situation. So yeah, Moldova is here, and then is sort of within the boundaries of that country. And then these two upset a lot of people. So the Luhansk People's Republic and the Donetsk People's Republic. Obviously, since I did this video, is it since or? Yeah, so the war in Ukraine had begun at this point, but since the video came out, the invasion of Ukraine happened from Russia, so this became more controversial even after the video came out. It was already pretty controversial when the video came out. So yeah, these two areas are of course the areas to the east of Ukraine. We can see Kharkiv is here, and Donetsk is here. So the area here, those two People's Republics are there, and then also in this particular one, they've circled Crimea, because they put it as green to be part of Ukraine, but they recognize that actually it's claimed by Russia. So that again caused a lot of debate within the comment section. Okay, so they did put Corsica as French. I thought that for a second they put it as Italian on that larger map. The Faroe Islands are also here. Try not to forget about them. They are part of the Danish kingdom, the Kingdom of Denmark. And they've got Iceland in here as well. And they've got Wales, capital Cardiff. Anywhere else they've remembered. Ceuta Melilla, overseas territories of Spain on northern Morocco. They've got Cyprus, and they've coloured it all blue, which again is slightly controversial. They didn't actually mention, maybe they put Cyprus in Asia. I wonder, because technically it's in the Asian continent. No, I don't think they have. Oh, yes, they have. They put Cyprus in Asia, which I don't have a massive problem with, because technically it's on the tectonic plate for Asia. But they have just drawn it all blue, which would upset some Turkish people who have the Turkish, I can't remember what the name of the country is, but Northern Cyprus, I think, the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus or something like that, is there. So that's all in blue, which is kind of incorrect. Okay, so then we've got Africa. It all seems pretty normal in Africa, but it does have a similar section. Yeah, so Libya's flag, it has changed like a million times, so I'm not too bothered by that. So yeah, the unrecognized states and states with limited recognition. A Somalian state that's copied the flag of Russia. Another Somalian state that has a really, I like that flag, it's really cool. Malian state. Timbuktu is the capital of Azawad, apparently. Another Somalian, another Somalian, another Somalian, another Somalian, another Somalian. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about. So the Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic, recognized by 84 UN members, capital is Laayoune, and the territory is split between Morocco and Mauritania. Although I do think that Algeria is slightly involved as well, because there's some very, very large refugee camp on their territory, and they would like the individuals to be able to go back to their original country. So there's quite a lot of beef between Algeria and Morocco. Even like last month there was a football game that got called off because on the football top of the team playing from Morocco, it was a club team, they had a flag of Morocco including South, I think it's called South Sahara, or Western Sahara maybe, and it had that on it as Morocco, and then Algeria refused to play the match because they said that it was not politically accurate. Oh yeah, Western Sahara is called. So yeah, I'll have a lot of beef from Moroccans in the comment section because of that being in the book. Cabo Verde is just out of shot here. And then that's Somalia. That's the one that's got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 breakaway republics. And then it goes on to Asia, and there are a couple of countries that sometimes considered to be Asian, sometimes European. Armenia is here, for example, as is Azerbaijan. Cyprus we spoke about. Georgia with the correct flag. Israel's here as well. And so they have put the flag of Palestine, they call it the State of Palestine, capital East Jerusalem, Ramallah, area 6,020 kilometers squared, population 5.1 million. Oh yeah, see, the Sri Lankan flag is different to what it is on the front cover. They did do it, sorry, to give them credit. So, I was talking about Cyprus. This is the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. I nearly got the name right. Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, which is North Nicosia, the capital of Cyprus. The north is also the capital of this territory, and the territory of Cyprus. So there's a breakaway state here of Myanmar, Wa state. Well, this one is quite controversial because Nagorno-Karabakh has been invaded by Azerbaijani forces and their population was exiled to Armenia. So technically I don't even think this state exists anymore. Yeah, it's a very awkward situation, I don't know all the facts. South Ossetia and Abkhazia, I've talked briefly about in I think it was a video on my Patreon last week. A Patreon exclusive video I did about the situation in Georgia. So Abkhazia and South Ossetia are breakaway republics. Then you got one from Pakistan, which is Azad, Jammu and Kashmir. There's been a lot of debate and war over the years between Pakistan and India regarding Kashmir. Okay, so it's down here is Republic of China. This is Taiwan, of course. So you've got the People's Republic of China and the Republic of China. China seem to think that Taiwan is part of China, so they do not recognize it, or Hong Kong, or what's the other one? Macau, as independent nations. Recognized by 18 UN members, however. Capital is Taipei. And it says territory, China. Debatable. Okay, and then Myanmar, Shan state. And it's got the map of Asia here. Anything super controversial we can have a look at. So, yeah, this part is wrong. So, Armenia, there's a little section over here which is actually Azerbaijan. They seem to have given to Iran. So there should be a slip of land here because Azerbaijan have had an agreement with Armenia to build a train line through and over to it so they can get, if you live in Azerbaijan here, you can get to Azerbaijan here. Just having a look at Central Asia, this all seems okay. This is also incorrect. UAE, the tip here is actually belongs to Oman, the very tip of this particular peninsula. It's a very odd situation, and then there's an exclave, I always forget the difference. But or in the middle of the part that belongs to Oman, which is then the part of the UAE. I can't explain it very well. If you look at a map, it's fascinating. So basically it's UAE until the tip, and then the tip is Oman, but within the tip there's another tiny section that's UAE. It's like one of those Russian dolls. You put a little bit in of a different country and then another one. And just having a look here. Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with Palestine or Gaza Strip there. Singapore is here though. East Timor is here as well. Taiwan is there. Oops. Come backwards. And then lastly, I'm expecting fewer controversial issues here. Australia and Oceania. So we got Australia, we got New Zealand. Then it's got an interesting map. Norfolk Island, interesting. Okay. And then it's got transcontinental countries, so countries that go between two continents. That's interesting. I'd never thought that Chile was part of Antarctica. I'm guessing it's because of some of the islands off the coast that maybe fall into Antarctica's realm. Indonesia, similarly, Asia and Australia, and Oceania. Because Papua New Guinea, so Papua would be probably Oceania. Greece is Europe and Asia. I'm thinking that Rhodes Island, at the very least, is probably on the Asian tectonic plane. Panama is definitely North and South America, although some people don't believe that North and South America are different continents. They think that they're one. So I've talked about Azerbaijan, Georgia and Armenia already. Kazakhstan technically has a tiny bit to the west of the mountain range that formally is considered to be the bridge between Asia and Europe. So therefore Russia is definitely over both. Turkey is considered in both because it has the tiny section, Thrace, connecting to Europe. Egypt's an interesting one. It's mostly Africa, but then there's the tiny Sinai Peninsula section which connects it with Asia. And we talked about Cyprus already. It says continent Asia and in some cases refer to Europe. It is curiously a part, if you consider it Asian, then it's odd because it is not only part of the European Union, but it also uses the euro as its currency, so it's extremely European. If you sort of think of it as an Asian nation, it's a bit strange if it's in the European Union. 10 biggest countries in the world by area: Russia, Canada, China, USA, Brazil, Australia, India, Argentina, Kazakhstan and Algeria. Top 10 smallest countries in the world: Vatican, Monaco, Nauru, Tuvalu, San Marino, Liechtenstein, Marshall Islands, St. Kitts and Nevis, Maldives and Malta. Top 10 biggest countries in the world by population has changed. India is now top, China is second, USA, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, which is growing rapidly, Bangladesh, Russia, which is falling, and Mexico. Top 10 smallest countries in the world by population: Vatican City, 842 people, Nauru, Tuvalu, Palau, San Marino, Liechtenstein, Monaco, St. Kitts and Nevis, Marshall Islands, and Dominica. Then it's got states of the United States of America. Some of these maps now, some of these flags have changed. One or two have changed. Then it's got the overseas territories of the USA, so American Samoa, Guam. How do you pronounce that? Agotnia. Northern Mariana Islands, Puerto Rico, US Virgin Islands, and the Federal District of Columbia. Interesting. Then it's got the UK, so it talks about England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. It talks about the Union Jack, or the Union flag. And there's a picture to finish off the Caribbean, which is quite useful, including the ABC Islands of Netherlands over there, Trinidad, etc. Cool. So yeah, this is my most controversial book. I hope I've explained well enough why that is. And if you want to jump in on the comment, remember, be respectful. I'm just sharing the book with you. These are not my personal opinions. I try to keep those out of my videos, to be honest. But it is impossible to avoid politics when talking about countries, because they're literally an embodiment of politics, aren't they? They're political. We call a map of the world that includes any country as a political map, because by its very nature the world does not have countries. It's just sea and water, land and sea. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this mildly relaxing or infuriating, whichever, and thanks. If you enjoyed what I do and you want to see more of it, then why not join me on Patreon? And while you're at it, like the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again really soon. Probably for a less controversial video next time. Sorry to anyone who's triggered during this video. Thanks so much. Bye 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 bye.